AITA for telling my mother she has no right to keep the car I bought and threatening to get the authorities involved. Hey everyone, I've never posted here before, but this has been eating at me, and I'm honestly starting to wonder if I went too far. I, 18F, was raised by my grandmother after my dad passed away when I was little. My mom has always been distant. She was technically around, but she didn't raise me. She didn't take care of me, didn't show up for things, and barely helped. My grandma was the one who stepped up. It was always just the two of us figuring life out. After my dad died, I got monthly financial support from the state because of his passing. My grandma helped me save most of it over the years. That money was meant for my future. College, living expenses, emergencies. We didn't have much, so we were careful with it. A couple years ago, my mom randomly came over and said she had a great idea. She suggested we use my saved money to buy her a car. She said she'd use it to drive me to school, take my grandma to doctor appointments, help with groceries, etc. She made it sound like it would be helpful for the whole household. At the time, it made sense. I trusted her. So we agreed, and the car was bought using the money I had saved for years. Fast forward a bit, and she barely touched it. She constantly said she was scared of driving, afraid of parking, anxious about accidents. The car just sat in front of the house collecting dust. Meanwhile, I was walking, taking the bus, struggling to juggle university life while the car I paid for was basically a lawn ornament. Eventually, I got my license. I figured I could start using the car to get to class, pick up groceries, take my grandma to appointments. Exactly the stuff my mom said she'd do. But every time I asked, she gave me vague excuses. I might need it later, or maybe next week, or let's talk about it later. She was stalling. It felt like she just didn't want to give up control, even though she wasn't using it and it wasn't even her money that paid for it. I finally snapped. I told her that if she didn't give me the keys by the end of the day, I'd go to the police. I said I'd tell them how she used my benefit money under false pretenses to buy herself a car and then refused to let me use it. She got super quiet and eventually gave me the keys. Now, everyone in the family is saying I went too far, that I threatened my own mother and acted out of line. I didn't want it to come to that, but it felt like the only way she'd take me seriously. So, AITA for threatening to report my mom over a car I technically paid for? Or was I just standing up for myself?